Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Friday, the 27th of September 2024. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying life as best you can. I woke up so early this morning. It feels like most of the day has gone already, but it's only just gone 9 a.m. The New York Times game has only just been published here in Bangkok. But it just feels like the day is gone already. It hasn't though, and I've got to work later on, so no rest for the wicked. What's going on in the world? I wish that people wouldn't vote against their best interests or better interests, but sometimes it's kind of understandable, or you could see why they do this kind of thing. In particular, I'm thinking about populists. Why is it that people like Trump, Bolsonaro, and Javier Milei get voted in? What is it that causes those people to be voted in? It's basically because they have populist, simple solutions to problems. But the reasons also are partly because of the failure of regular democratic politics, I think. We've got to the situation where corporations control so much of our world. They pay for politicians around the globe. Big companies really control the world now. And the disparity between rich and poor has become so huge. And the people in control of big companies can, make this just continue to control things. I don't mean that they necessarily get together and plan this in a Machiavellian fashion. What I mean is just the fact that they continue to take decisions that will enable greater and greater profits for their own company just continues to ruin the world in many ways. And the corporatist politicians that just go along with this have enabled it and just made the situation worse and worse. Are we looking for another French Revolution in modern times? I don't know, but the thing is that, of course, what happens at that point is that people become very disenchanted with regular politics, and so they look for someone else. That's the reason, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Donald Trump was elected in 2016, is because people were really fed up with regular politicians and they wanted to try someone new, even though Trump was kind of seen as erratic and was clearly insane. I mean, to anybody with any sense, they just wanted to try something different. I think the problem is that they don't seem to understand that once you've tried it, you ought to, if it's been a failure, you need to reject it quickly. I mention this because Milei in Argentina has now started his rule by implementing austerity politics, which always affects the poor the most. And now Argentina now registers 52% of its population as poor, officially in below the poverty line. 52% of the country. This is outrageous, isn't it? And yet more austerity will continue. And the poor people will vote against their better interests. Because why? Because he offers some simplistic, populist solutions, which won't work, of course. How do we get by? I don't know. I don't have the answers to these problems. I don't like those people who say, I'm only just asking questions, because that's always a cop-out. But, I mean, I don't. But except, of course, the regular politics needs to improve. Corporatists need to understand people better, and maybe the billionaire class needs to be not disenfranchised, but reduced in size in terms of wealth, at least. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? This is the New York Times hard level Sudoku puzzle. 4's block up here, 4 blocks across there. Guess what goes there? Okay, let's take the 4's across here, and down here. And we've got a pair of 4's there. So 4 blocking down here, 4 across there. That gives me a pair of 4's there. Don't think we do any more on 4's just yet. 7. Well, we've got a pair of 1 and 7 here and 1 and 7 here. So in a typical New York Times fashion, we have 1 and 7 here. By the way, speaking of New York, I did mention yesterday, Mayor of New York, Eric Adams, was about to be indicted, and he has been indicted, and the charges are quite serious and stupid in many ways. I'm not stupid because I don't think they should be brought. I just mean, the man's a dummy. He's never been good. So you can read more about that and find out more. It's quite funny, some of the ways in which he has been discovered. What am I saying here? This is 1 and 7 in those squares. What else do we know now then? Oh, doesn't help us much in this block, does it? 8s are there, 8s are over there. No, it doesn't seem to help us much in this block. So let's have a look across the rest of the row and see what's not 1 or 7. We're looking for 3, we're looking for 6, we're looking for 8, we're looking for 9. 3, 6, 8, 9. 6, 9 blocking there. Okay, didn't get much out of that, but I will try to remember that that's a pair of 1 and 7 for later. Okay, not spotting very much, so this might be a good time to go through and see what I can see. What do I know? We've got 1s blocking across here, down here, and up here. That certainly will give me a 1 in that square. What else do we know? We know we've got 1s there, we've got 1s across there. I mentioned the 1s down here before. Up here, do we know much? We don't know much. What's happening with the 2s? Not a great deal. Five will do nicely. Up here and across here puts 5 into one of those squares, so we'll extend those blue lines across and get ourselves a 5 here. So we have 6s in those squares, somewhere up there. We've got 8s here, so I had, yes, 5 and 8 block across here, 5 and 8 block across here, so that's a pair of 5 and 8 there now, isn't it? That's going to put 8s, so let's just have a quick look. 8s go there, 8s go down there. What else is missing from this row? 2 and 7. 2, 7 there, okay. Okay, this is 8 and 5 in those squares. What else does that, how does that help us? Does it help us? So we've definitely got 1 and 6 up here. I'm not not sure how that helps us. We'll come back in a minute, I think. Got 9 blocking down here. That will give me a 9 there. What are we looking for here? 3, 6, 8. So 6 blocking up here, 6 blocking down there, and 6 across there. There's a 6. We have a pair of 3s up there. What else? 3, 6, 8. What do we know about the 8s now? 8's there. I said 8s were in those squares, didn't I? So there. No. No. Let's look at the rest of this column here. So this is 3, 6, 8. So this is, in these squares here, 2, 5, 7. So we've got 5s up there. Sevens I don't really know yet. Okay. We are missing 3, 5, 7 over here. We've got 5 and 7 together, so that's going to be our 3. 3 and 7 block down here, so we get a pair of 3 and 7 in those squares, leaving us here with 2 and 9. So 9 blocking down here, 9 down here, and 9 across there means that's a 9. The 2 now blocking down here and 2 across there gives us 2 in those squares, so we have 2 in those squares there. Actually, I said 2 and 9 here. I just realized I had a 9 blocking there already. So the 9 is there and the 2 goes there. Alright, let's wander around again, see what we can pick up. I had something here, 1 and 7, wasn't it? Is there any, have we had any changes here? This is 1 and 7. Has anything else happened in the meantime? We've got 4s down there. 2s, still too many places. 6, do we know? 6 is there. 8 in 3 possible places. No, oh, so 4 and 9. Okay, so we've got 4 and 9 across here, and we've got 4 and 9 down here. So we've got a pair of 4 and 9 in those squares there. We've got 1 and 7 here, so these squares are not 1, 7, 4, or 9. They must be 2, 6, and 8. So that means 2s can't be here, right? Because of this 2 here. So we know 2s are in those squares. So 2 blocking across here, 2 across here, and 2 down here will give us 2 in that square. I said 2, 6, and 8 in those squares. Any help on anything else? The 8s are there and there. But that's not much help just yet. And The 6s, I have no idea. Now we've got 5 down here, 5 across there. There's our 5. And we've got... No, we don't. Alright. We know we've got ones like this. That kind of symmetrical pattern, not very useful to us just yet. We've got 2s up there. We've got a pair of 2s like this. 2s are there. Bit tricky around there. Pair of 3s up there. 3s are there. Okay, so we got 3 blocking down here. So 3s are in one of these 2 squares. 3 blocking across here, across here. That gives me a 3 there. We're left with 6 and 8 here. Now I did say I had 4 and 9 in those squares, didn't I? Yeah, 9 across there, 9, 4, 9, 4, 9. So these squares can't be 4 or 9, they have to be 6 or 8 also. So 6, 8 there, 6, 8 in these 2 squares there. But yeah, they can be. No reason why not. So that's not taking me anywhere. Let's go backwards. I said I have 5 and 8 here. Has anything else changed? Yes. Okay, so I said 5 and 8 were in those squares. If you remember, 5, 8 there, 5, 8 like that. So that's a pair of 5 and 8. Now we've got 2 blocking across here. So we can say that 2 have to be in one of those 2 squares there. So 2 blocking down here, across there. That must be our 2. And now that's going to help us a great deal because 8 blocks here, there's the 8. That has to be a 6. Sorry about the construction noise, which has just started up. That horrible buzz saw type noise. I wish they'd finished their construction. 3's in there. 3 blocking up here. Here's the 3. This would be a 7. Missing numbers in this column are 2, 5 and 7. 5, 7 attack this square here. So that's going to be a 2. So we've got 2 across here, 2 across there. There's our 2. Last numbers to get here, 7 and 8, I think. 7 blocking up here. There's the 7. There's the 8. And still to get there, 3 and something. 3 across there. There's our 3. Missing number here is a 4. Now, down here, I know this was 4 and 9, wasn't it? Yes, 4 and 9, so this can't be 4 or 9. It's got to be an 8. And now we have 8 up here, 8 down there, 8 across there. There's our 8. And still to go here is 1 and 7, which we found a long time ago, but I entirely forgot about. Well, I did. You might not have done. But I'm likely to forget these kind of things. 4 blocks down here, 4 blocks down here. Here's our 4, 4 down here. There's the 4, there's the 9. What's to go here? Something. 5, is it? I believe it is. 7 blocks this square. We need a 7 in this row. It's got to go there. This would be a 5. One more number to get up here. Hey, what are you? You're a 7, pal. You're a star. 7 across there. 7 up there. 7 up there. There's our 7. The last number to place up here. Another 5. 5's across here. Up and up. Is this going to finish the 5s? Yes, it is. 4 and 5 are both finished, in fact. 7 blocks down here, so there's our 7. This is a 1. What are we left with here? 1, 6, 7. We've got 1 and 7 together. That's going to be our 6. 6 blocking up here, 6 blocking up here. There's our 6. 6 across here, 6 up there. There's our 6. 4, 5, 6 finished. Last number to place here, 2. 2 across there and 2 up here. There's our 2. Last number to get here, 3, I'm going to say. Okay, 3 across here, 3 up there. There goes a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're doing it in order. What's left to get then? So let's see. Can we do the 1s yet? Well, we've got 1 blocking up here, so that gives me a 1 in that square. 1 down here. There's a 1, 1 across here. Should finish the 1s, yes. Only 7, 8 and 9 to get. That's got to be an 8 then. 8 blocks across here. There's our 8. And this will be a 9. Still need a 9 there. 7 is our number. Where is an empty square? There's one. Let's put a 7 there then. Okay, thanks very much for joining me. I'll try and play the third game before I leave this afternoon and head off out across Bangkok on a long drive, which I dislike. But anyway, at least I'll be getting some money, hopefully. So I'll see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.